Hello there.
Well, hello, troopers, and welcome back to General Kenobi's Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on this fine Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? I hope that your week has been great. I hope that the first half of the work week has been awesome. And if nothing else, hold on tight. It's almost Thursday, which already smells like Friday. We're almost to the weekend, guys. Come on. Um, we are halfway into November. We got what, like 6 weeks left in the year? Come on now. Insane. So crazy to think about. Um yeah, I actually don't want to think about that. But I hope that your week has been going great. Thank you as always for joining me here on the high ground. Thank you to the Bunker Bunch as always for hanging out. And we're gonna talk about Star Wars, just in case you didn't know. That's what this show is about. We do like Star Wars around here. Who'd have thunk, right? But we actually have a bit of news to cover today, which is cool because I had obviously prepped some notes for today's stream, but a few things popped up, before from when I created the stream to tonight. So very good, and we got some breaking news, of course, that we need to talk about. But first, a little bit of hydration. Delicious. My beard is looking super weird. This light does no favors to anybody. Before we jump in fully into the news tonight, I want to say hi to everybody that's here in the chat. See some of y'all. So, what do you say if we jump right into it? So, first and foremost, we got Jeff in the house. What is going on, brother? It's good to see you. It has been too long, Bunker Bunch. Hello there, my friend. Good to see you, man. Really appreciate you joining, man. And yes, definitely too long. I know you've been busy, but excuse me. Yeah, very good to see you, brother. We got Ultra in the house. What's going on, brother? Hope everything is going well. We got Marta saying hi. We got Janine saying hello there. What's going on, Janine? Welcome. We got Luis in the house as well. Crazy. I know, right? That is just nuts. Ultra with the eBay pickups. And we got Jeff saying hi to Silla and Niner. Janine say hi to everybody. Ultra saying hi to Jeff. All right. Um, so yeah, once again, thank you again. I really appreciate y'all jumping on to the stream. I was this close to canceling, guys, because some work actually popped up, quite a bit late. Um, Definitely, after hours for my normal work day. But I managed to knock it out, at least somewhat. And so I was like, all right, we gotta jump on. It's Wednesday. It's our night, It's the Bunker Bunch night. So let's do this. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to talk about something that was announced today. And I'm very happy, very excited. If I am being honest, I thought we were gonna get this announcement um a lot, sooner. But it's finally here, and we are getting the Lucas Museum of the Lucas Museum opens on September 22nd, 2026, guys. That's right. Next year in September, we are gonna have finally the the Lucas Museum we've been waiting for. If you guys remember, George Lucas was at San Diego Comic Con for the very first time this year. So was I, by the way, for the very first time too. I'm just saying, coincidence, right? We totally didn't call each other or anything. But I honestly thought he was going to reveal the date, there at Hall H, in front of everybody that was watching, because again, he was there to promote, you know, um, his museum. But no, the panel came and went, and no announcement. But now today, a few months later, definitely we got it. So September 22nd, 2026. So we got, what is that? 10? No, what am I saying? Yeah, it's like 10 months away, right? I can't do math right now. Somebody tell me in the comments. Anyway, it is for sure less than a year away. So crazy. It's so crazy to think. It's finally here. We're starting with the countdown until opening day. So pretty excited. Um, I'm sure many of you are planning to go and we're probably just waiting for the announcement. So again, the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art will be opening its doors on September 22nd, 2026 in Los Angeles. So yeah, who's booking your travel right now? Um, I mean, honestly, if you're planning to be there, I would say if you can definitely start booking. It's gonna be a very very popular destination, and I think more than a couple of us are gonna try and go. I'm not too sure if I am. Um, it's still a little bit away. But again, if you're very convinced that you will be able to make it, I would say just start looking at those tickets, those plane tickets. I don't know. Does anybody here live in Los Angeles? I don't think so, right? I know some of y'all live in California, like Janine, but yeah. I mean, again, it's gonna be a travel for the majority of us, so maybe start looking at some plane tickets, maybe even some hotels. Honestly, I mean, if you can swing it already, and if, like again, if you're very very convinced that you are going, why not? So again, that was just announced earlier this day. It was announced earlier this morning. So super excited to finally have a date, to mark your calendars. Again, September 22nd, 2026. It's gonna be awesome. It is going to be super super awesome. Oh, what do we got here? Thank you, Jeff. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Airbnb bunker, dude. Yeah, let's do it, dude. So thank you. As always, we really, really appreciate any sort of contribution. Super chat goes directly into now actually I was gonna say it goes directly into my hydration fund, but now I might, you might not be wrong, Jeff. I might have to start an Airbnb um, Lucas Museum Fund. So
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this. Apparently not.
thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you. Um, but yeah, guys, it's happening. It's finally happening. So yeah. Also, while we're on the subject of I guess the new the recently baptized by Jeff Airbnb bunker fund, I would like to remind everybody that we do have new channel membership tier available, just 99 cents a month if you so choose to support the channel by becoming a member. Again, you can do so for less than $1 a month. That greatly helps out the channel. Thank you to anybody that's even considering. I would greatly appreciate it if you do decide to join. And if not, no worries. I would also appreciate if you share the content, if you leave us your like, if you comment, all of that good stuff also help us out greatly. But again, since we were a little bit on the subject of money, just throwing out there a reminder that we do have new channel membership tier, the Bunker Buddy, for 99 cents a month. So thank you to anybody that joins. Thank you to anybody that shares the content, leave us a like, and to anybody that's here tonight as well. You are also the Bunker Bunch. All right. So who's going? All right. So who am I rooming with? All right, who's getting an Airbnb with me for the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art? Let me catch up here with the chat, Jeff, brother. I really really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see, where are we? Oh man, guys are on fire. I fell way behind already. All right, where am I? Almost there, almost there. Here we go. Got Pat's fan in the house with the new profile pic, man. I haven't seen that. Thank you so much for joining us. Can, says Janine. Mi general. What's up, Bunker Bunch? Got Sexy Flexy in the house. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you. It's good to see you. Janine saying hi to Flex. Flex saying hi back. Pat's fan saying hi to everybody. Sup, says Rolando. What is going on, brother? Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got our multiversal moderator in the house. Dude, I saw you posted a toy hunt. I have not watched it. I will watch it after this. But if you haven't either, go ahead and check out Rolando's YouTube channel where he posts his toy hunts. He just posted a new one, so go ahead, check it out, show it some love, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you already did, but make sure that you support Rolando. Come on, he does this. He supports us like all the time, so let's give some love back. Flag saying hi to Sila, Jeff, and Pat. Ultra saying hi to Rolando. Great to see you, buddy. He says Janine saying hi to Rolando as well. Rolando says Sexy Flexy. Hey, Luis, it's Pat's fan. Ultra saying hi to Flex. Flex, Pat's fan, says Jeff. Rolando says Pat's fan. And of course, Rolando saying hi to everybody. Appreciate you, man. Rolando says Jeff. Short but an annoying ride for. Yeah, yeah, I bet. I went to run an errand. I went to pick up something earlier today. And it's basically, so I live on the west side of west side. Yeah, west side. I live on the west side of the city here in San Antonio, and I went up north to pick up something. And oh my lord, to get back to the house, it was just over an hour. I was like, dude, what is going on? And it was so annoying, just traffic everywhere. It sucked so much. I don't know. I know first world problems. I'm complaining. I was in the AC. I was listening to some tunes, but still, it's annoying. I'm like, dude, how does it take from literally what I would describe as two adjacent quadrants of the city? How did it take me an hour? Like it was like an hour and 5 or an hour and 7 minutes, something like that. It was ridiculous. I don't know. And there was no accident. There was no construction. Like it was just flat out traffic. So yeah, yeah. I hear you, Janine. I mean, you are close, but yeah, I can totally see that being an annoying ride. But hey, you get to save on Airbnb and some travel. Pat's fan say hi. Airbnb at Janine's house. Hey, that's a thought, right? Big old slumber party. Zombie Hunter in the house. Hey guys, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much for coming in, man. Good to see you. Rolando say hi to Zombie. Pat's fan doing the same. Rob saying hi to Rolando and Pat. Hey everyone, says Easy. What's going on, man? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining, man. Hey Easy, says Rob and Rolando and Pat's fan. Easy say hi to Zombie. Zombie saying hi to Jeff as well. Easy saying hi to Rolando. Zombie saying hi to Janine. Of course. Jeff. Elijah, Winnie the Pooh. Always, brother. Always. Easy saying hi to Pat. Rob, says Jeff. Janine saying hi to Rob. We got Rob saying hi to Sila and Flex. Easy, says Janine. Hi, Janine, says Easy. Easy saying hi to Flex as well. Jeff saying hi to Easy. I'm getting dizzy. Haha. See what I did there? I post daily toy hunts. Yeah, I do, man. You've been killing it out there. So yeah, guys, again, go check out Rolando's YouTube channel for his toy hunts. And the link is right here on the chat. So all you got to do is click on it. There's going to be a little subscribe button. If you haven't clicked on that, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and check out his latest toy hunt. Like I said, leave a comment, leave a like, share the content. Let's show some love. Says Janine. So yeah, who's in for Los Angeles 2026 in September? Um, hey, it might be a good rehearsal for celebration. No, what do you guys think? Oh, speaking of celebration, we actually got a little bit of news today as well. Let me share this too. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so Star Wars Celebration Japan merch is coming soon to the Star Wars Celebration website. So it will be available um, for first access attendees on November 17. For the rest of us and for everybody else, will be on November 20th. So keep an eye out. And if you are interested, gave us a little bit of a preview as to what will be available. So let's take a look here very quickly. So here's the upcoming, merch that will be available. So basically, this is the all the merchandise that was left over from the Japan celebration. Which I'll be honest with you, it depresses me so much to think that that was 7 months ago. That was still within this year. I feel like the year took quite an 180-degree turn in the second half of the year. But anyway, so if you feel like you missed out on some of the merch, you are gonna get a chance to grab some of it. So we got the logo merch, of course, which again I actually did enjoy quite a bit. The version of the celebration logo with the colors, the purple and the black. And in my opinion, the best combination is the one that says Star Wars with with the Romaji characters, so the regular characters, and then it's got the katakana underneath that says celebration in Japanese. I kind of like that combination. But you do have different ones. You got the hybrid. I guess that's what it's called, the hybrid. You got the English, and you got the kids hybrid as well. Keep in mind, sorry, that prices are in Japanese yen. And again, since I'm not going back to Japan anytime soon, maybe ever, I don't know, I haven't really kept up with the price of the yen when in comparison to the dollar. So, just keep that in mind. I'm not entirely sure how much this is. So we got pins, we got the English, we got the Japanese, we got the logo pin set, which I would say, just get that one. That's a little bit cheaper than if you get them individually and you get the whole version. We got the patches. Again, my favorite one being the hybrid. You do have the English and you do have the old Japanese. And if you do like them all, you will have the 3-patch set. The ball cap hybrid and the English and the Japanese. And then the magnets, same thing, hybrid, English, and Japanese. So basically, you can get a t-shirt. Well, actually, the t-shirt you can get in hybrid and in English. There's no all Japanese. The pins, you can get each individual version or all three. The patches, same thing, each individual version or all three. And the hats, all three versions. And then you got the magnets, all three versions. Now, key art. We got t-shirt, we got the magnet, we got the tote bag, we got the deluxe pin, we got the fan, the chopsticks, and the lanyard. The bento box. I kind of wanted the bento box. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of did want the bento box. Um, the door curtains, acrylic sculpture, the teacups. I kind of wanted the teacups too. Oh, this ones are pretty cool. The chopstick set because it's got the little, obviously the 2 chopsticks and the little soy sauce dish as well. Um, we got the ceramic bottle and for cup set, which is basically for your sake. And then we got a combination of the previous two, so the custom gift set. This one's nice, but I don't know how much is it. How much is the Japanese yen right now? So what is that? 14. That's 14,500 yen to US dollars. That seems to come out to $93.76. So yeah, almost $95 for this one. It's nice because you get a whole pretty much like a dinner, setup. Um, so right now the yen is converting 154 yen to $1. So yeah, it's still pretty good conversion rate, I think, in comparison. So for Revenge of the Sith, you only got the, what is this called? Raglan. Ooh, the Raglan t-shirt. Kind of a 3/4. The badge art, you only got Rey and Kylo t-shirt. And then we got some of the partner collab here. So we got some dresses, some t-shirts, some polos. We got that Jar Jar Binks, Did you guys hear that, by the way, about Funko apparently not doing great at all? I read not an article, but I read a headline saying that Funko will go bankrupt in 1 year if they don't get like a major, you know, cash investment, I guess. But then just I think it was, I forget if it was today or yesterday, I read that report or that headline might have been not exactly accurate. So I don't know. I would say take it with a grain of salt. Me, I never really got into Funkos except for those Beady Pops. Those I really like. And then Celebration exclusive. So we got the Darth Vader Samurai T-shirt, the Boba Fett Samurai T-shirt. Are you a Jedi? Mandalorian crest. Oh, this one I really like, the Hania mask, Darth Maul. I kind of wish the background would have been black or maybe gray so that the red would like look better. But the design is still pretty cool. BB-8 in sushi form. What else? What else? We got Mando and Grogu. We got the animation logo, which is pretty dope. We got some light up backpacks. Sorry, we got a 3D light. This looks cheap, to be honest. I saw it there live, and yeah, it's like the ones you can get from Etsy. So I wouldn't. Well, I mean, if you really want this one, right? But I wouldn't go for it. Phone holder for Grogu. Some plush, some Lucky Grogu. Gift wrap. This other bento box that I kind of do want. Sabak playing cards. The taiyaki pants. So these are like for you to make, the little fish. Bucket hats. Here we go. Some pins. So they got the Ahsoka pin set, the Acolyte pin set. Why do they all look sad? Did they read our reviews or what? We got the Mandalorian pin set, the Death Star Escape pin set, which is pretty good. I like this one. The Jabba the Hutt and the Mystery Pin 2 packs. So that's it. That's everything that they have announced. I'm almost certain that they will have a little bit more stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to pick up some merch from Star Wars Celebration Japan, you will get your chance once again. If you had Jedi Master, basically the VIP passes, then your chance will come on November 17th. If you didn't, just like me, then we're going to have to wait until November the 20th. So keep an eye out again if you are wanting to purchase some of this cool merch again from Star Wars Celebration. I'm mostly good on these. I'm a little bit debating on the bento boxes just because they're kind of cool, and I do like the teacup set. But I'm afraid this kind of break easy, so I'm not sure. I might try to pick up one or two things, but for the most part, I'm good on t-shirts, patches, pins. I got basically what I wanted back then. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe we should pick up like an Ahsoka pin set if they don't fly off. Maybe for like a giveaway. That'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe a t-shirt. The Mr. Pin pack would be interesting too. How much is it? 3,500 yen. Let's see how much that is. So 3,500 100 yen is $22.63. So it's like a 25 bucks. So about 12, 13 bucks each pin. Just, I guess it's not horrible. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how easy or how hard it is to get any of this stuff. Maybe it'll fly off on the 17th. And then by the time I get in on the 20th, there might not be anything left. So yeah, check it out again. Star Wars Celebration Japan merch coming your way on November 17th, 3 p.m. Pacific, November 20th, 3 p.m. Pacific. So um, again, I would be available for me at this later date of November 20th since I didn't get Jedi Master passes, which I would really like for the next one. So if anybody's got them and wants to sell them, let me know. Let me know. All right. So we got a bit of, like I said, a couple of updates today for some of the stuff that we've been waiting for. So we got an update for the George Lucas Museum opening in Los Angeles next year. And then we got this update for the Star Wars Celebration Japan merch dropping again on the 17th for early ticket holders or November 20th for pretty much everybody else. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out if you are trying to snag some of that stuff. Janine says, I like Jabba too and the Jar Jar, right? The shirts are cool too. Yeah, the shirts were pretty good. Like I said, just my dislike was the background for that Darth Maul one. It should have been literally any other color other than red, because the red with the red doesn't look quite good. And the design is very cool. So I think the colors would really pop if the T-shirt was black or some other color, maybe even white. Honestly, some contrast to the mask. All right. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to cover that came out a couple days back was this one here, that our good friend Oscar Isaacs, Poe Dameron, basically said that he would be a little bit open to coming back to Star Wars if Disney does not succumb to fascism. I can't even say the word. Fascism. This word right here. If Disney does not succumb to fascism, then he would consider reprising his role as Poe Dameron, amongst other things. That is what he said. So, speaking during the Venice Film Festival, he talked. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, Oscar Isaac is on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I have not seen it. I really want to, though. I've heard really good things, and Guillermo del Toro does incredible movies when it comes to creatures, monsters, all of that stuff. His love for that kind of film, for that kind of subject matter, is very, very awesome. But yeah. So again, he was basically quoted, saying he would consider coming back to Disney if they don't do bad stuff, like pulling Jimmy Kimmel right off the air, which happened. What is it? A couple months back now, but definitely not a popular move by Disney by no means. And so I think everybody here has heard, the backlash that was with that, and then the eventual reinstatement of Jimmy Kimmel, right, to late night hosting. I thought there was a cool thing though. They brought back Poe Dameron's or Oscar Isaac's quote back from 2020 when they asked him, if he would do any more Star Wars movies, and he answered, "That's not really what I set out to do. What I set out to do was to make handmade movies and work with people that inspire me." He said he would probably return to Star Wars by saying, "But who knows? Maybe if I need another house or something." And so today, he basically was quoted saying, it's like, yeah, that was a really likable quote. He says, Jesus Christ, like, you know, people ask you things, you say stuff, you don't really think about it that much. I said dickish, a slightly dickish thing. That is his quote, which I thought was funny. So yeah, um, Oscar Isaacs, I guess is probably not on. I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think he's blacklisted by no means, right? But he probably might not be on like the top 5 people to call back, for Disney. Who knows? Maybe there's some project going on that I'm not aware of. Um, he seems to be doing just fine on his own. I was speaking of Japan. I was very excited to meet him um, over there, and then it didn't happen. So he was like my top pick, honestly. But it didn't work out as usual. Janine says ridiculous, very overused word, silly. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's just, I mean, I understand to a point, right, what he's saying, and I understand that he is against, the measures, right, or the way that Disney conducted itself on that whole like Jimmy Kimmel thing. But I mean, when you overuse the word, it kind of loses its punch, right? But anyway, it seems like he's backtracking at least a little bit and saying, hey, maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a chance for Poe. Who knows? I don't know. Would you guys like to see Poe Dameron return? In my eyes, he was a fun character that went nowhere. He literally had um, no character, growth. Um, he was in the Resistance at the very beginning. He ended up at the Resistance. He was a star pilot. Nothing really changed for him. He made a couple friends. Actually, he made like one friend with Finn, and even that wasn't explored that much. I'm sure at some point he had a scene with Daisy Ridley, with Ray, but I don't remember it if exactly if he did or not. And if he did, I don't think it was very memorable. So there was no character development there either. Yeah, I mean, again, he was fun. His scenes were fun and funny too. But in terms of was he the best character in the sequel trilogy? No, no, not really. Again, that is just my opinion. If you guys think otherwise, by all means, you are entitled to. I'm just saying I'm not, super super excited if they say that he's coming back. Um, it would make very much sense if he were to come back in the new movie Starfighter, right? Why? Because again, Poe Dameron is the ace pilot for the Resistance. And if you remember, the new movie coming up is set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. And with that, we're going to segue to this. So, again, just earlier today, Sean Levi shared a new behind the scenes picture. So, there it is with Ryan Gosling. So, his caption reads, "Everything about this pic makes me feel deeply uncool. The hat and life preserver. But happy birthdays to the coolest dude in any galaxy." So this just kind of cements my theory that it's like a Waterworld sequel, based on the two pictures that we've gotten from the set. So yeah, here it is, the director Sean Levi and I'm sorry, and Ryan Gosling, presumably moving to or from the set. of Star Wars Starfighter. Now, the other thing is that he did report a little while ago, a couple of days back, that the film is going very, very fast. The filming, sorry, production is going very, very fast. I believe he was quoted as saying something like they are halfway through filming, which is crazy. But at the same time, they kind of need to be, they kind of need to be, because remember, this one's coming out, in a couple, well, actually, by now, it's less than a couple of years. So while the filming can get wrapped up, in a few weeks, there's still the incredible amount of post production that needs to be done. So the film is set to hit theaters on May 28th, 2027. So again, what, year and a half actually at this point. So in year and a half, we should be getting the Star Wars Starfighter movie. So yeah, that actually makes quite a bit of sense that they are trying to wrap up the filming ASAP. So again, he said they're about halfway done, which is, that's good. That means, at least I think it means, they're on track. But yeah, what's up with all the water? What do y'all think that means? If you remember the first image, which I think is this one here. Yeah, that one. So if you remember that one, the they're kind of surrounded by water again. So actually, Ryan Gosling looks like he's wearing about the same thing. He's got those gloves, those like bulky worker gloves. Let's see, in the shirt. Yeah, just about actually. It might have been from the same scene or the same sequence, as the gloves and the shirt look the same. He's wearing a hat though this time. But yeah, like I said, it very much gives me Water World vibes. So let's see how it goes. Looking forward to having a Star Wars movie back in theaters. So next year we will get Mandalorian and Grogu, and then pretty much almost exactly 1 year after that we will get Star Wars Starfighter. So let's hope both of those end up being amazing and end up doing amazing, money in the box office, because we kind of need that. We kind of need Star Wars to sell again. I liked his character, Poe Dameron. Yeah, like I said, I got nothing against it, but it wasn't really like fleshed out. I didn't feel like there was much growth throughout the trilogy. Ultra says, "All right, guys, gotta get my sleep. Anyone living in Florida, keep yourself warm as it is cold. I'll see you all next time. Good night, Ultra. Stay warm, stay safe out there. Thank you as always for stopping by, man. Good night, Ultra says Janine. Um, so yeah, I mean, who else do you guys think that might be sort of on the fence about coming back to Disney, right? I mean, fairly recently, Gina Carano won, quote unquote, right, the battle against Disney, and she said she was open to working again, but I don't know if she was just kind of, I don't know if she was just kind of being nice, you know, or if she was just being political, right, in saying so. And would she really, really come back? I don't know. She did get a bunch of money from them, so maybe she's happy with them. I don't know. And then I don't know. Daisy really says she'll come back, but she's been put in the back burner like for ages now. I mean, that's been what, like 5 years since they announced that movie? Maybe not 5 years, but like 3 years at least. And nothing, has developed that we know of anyway. But yeah, she's moving on. Obviously, she can't hold her breath. She's been doing other movies. She's got that zombie movie, which I've been wanting to find. If anybody knows where to watch it, let me know. Because I'm interested in seeing like how good or how bad she is in that one. It looked fun. I got to I got to see her in person earlier this year at South by Southwest, which was awesome, by the way. She is incredibly gorgeous in life. Like, um, how do you call it? Yeah, in live person. Um, and she was debuting, that movie, but I don't know that it found a house, to stream or anything like that. Actually, let's do a quick search on that. What was it called? Um, We Bury the Dead. That's what it was called. Mm, where to watch? Let's see. Where to watch? We Bury the Dead. It seems that you can stream it on Apple TV for $5 and the same on Amazon Prime Video for $5. That's interesting. 6.4 on IMDb, 9 out of 10 at Plex, 66% on Real Good. And Google says 48% liked this movie. So not like super great, I guess. I really thought it was gonna come out in theaters, if I'm being honest. I really, really thought, at least for a short while, I really thought this movie was gonna make it to theaters. Because the premise of it sounded pretty good. Um, but I guess not. So yeah, We Bury the Dead. Right there. And oh, what does this mean? Releases January 2nd. So is it going on theaters? What's going on? Does anybody know? Does anybody know if it's actually gonna be on theaters? Kind of would like to see it. Um so yeah. Uh might have to look for this one later on and watch it. But again, as I mentioned, Daisy really, should probably not be holding her breath, waiting for Disney to actually make something out of the Ray character. It's one of those things that until I hear that it's actually being filmed, I'm pretty much, in my mind, it's pretty much canceled. Do I want to see it? Sure, I'll take more Star Wars. You guys know me. I like Star Wars. So I'll take some more. But at the same time, will it? That's a whole other, that is a whole other discussion, really to be had. So yeah. The other thing I did want to cover today was, have you guys been seeing that whole campaign about the hunt for Ben Solo that they got going on, mainly in California, of course. That's where Hollywood is, and that's where the studio offices are and all that. The studio execs. I mean, they flew or they paid, right, to have a plane fly over, uh, saying about like save the hunt for Ben Solo. I forget the exact wording. And now there's been wanted posters, right, like mock wanted posters showed throughout the city, throughout like Los Angeles, throughout the Hollywood neighborhoods and stuff like that, saying where is Ben Solo, sorry, and basically alluding to wanting to see the hunt for Ben Solo. um yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, kudos to the fans, right, for organizing, I guess. But at the same time, I'm like, guys, nobody was asking for that movie. Uh, if that was like a pipeline, reveal for the movies being worked on, we would have been the first ones to criticize it. Like, no, you should have left him, stay dead. That was the best part. How are you gonna retcon that? He better not be a clone, blah blah blah. Like, we would have torn this movie apart. So I don't know. It's I'm sorry, but it's a little bit hypocritical, of like the community to be asking for this movie to be made. Again, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I've said it before, and I said it back then too. Um, Kylo Ren or Ben Solo was just about the only one, like the only character that did have some development in the sequel trilogy. Again, I'm not gonna say that makes it the best character ever, but it kind of does make it at least one of the best in the sequel trilogy. Um, but at the same time, I'll if they'll make it, yeah, of course I'll watch it. But I'm not campaigning for them to make it. So yeah, I just thought it was a little bit strange, that now all of a sudden people are getting, or the fans are getting on board with that. Janine says, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the zombie movie. Yeah, she's got one, and I thought it was good. I just I haven't seen it. I didn't get a chance to see it at South by Southwest. Um, but it sounded pretty good, So I don't know. I just think I think she would have done good. I think she would have done good in theaters. I just wanted to feel like Star Wars. You're not kidding. You are not kidding. And that seems to be the hard part, apparently. They're having a very hard time just making it feel like it's actually Star Wars. That's really what it boils down to. So yeah, the comic books, for Legacy of Vader have been covering a lot more into Ben Solo, right? Um, and he's actually apparently taking a trip, or at least a vision, to what seems to be the what would we call this, the Jedi heaven. I don't know. It seems like part of the cosmic force, um, and that he encounters, of course, some force ghosts, or force spirits, really, because he's on their realm. So technically, they do belong there. So some interesting stuff happening, of course. You know, for the character. So if you're in the comic books, let me know. I haven't read them in a very long time, so I'm definitely not caught up. But they always do pull some interesting stuff. Unfortunately, not everybody reads them, or I should say, minority reads them. And so some of these cool stories, go a little bit unnoticed a lot of the time. So I think they might be doing good by getting a little bit of momentum going, since again there seems to be a bit of a campaign ongoing for Ben's Solo character. So yeah, maybe the comic books need to dive deeper into that and kind of try to bridge that gap a little bit, and give fans what they want. But yeah, let me know if you guys are reading the comic books. I can ask you a few questions. Um, but yeah, that's again, that's interesting. That is very interesting. That now we are campaigning, for a Ben Solo movie. 100% agree. Is a Pat's fan. Yeah, man. Like I said, that's the hard part, man. Just having an actual feels like Star Wars movie is a tough is definitely a tough or a tall order nowadays. But so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to cover today. Let me know what y'all think. Lucas Museum opening September 22nd, 2026. So start looking at those flights, start looking at those Airbnbs. Um, Star Wars Celebration Japan merch dropping November 20th for most of us, or the grand majority of us. If you had early access tickets, you will be able to purchase some of this stuff on November 17th. So keep an eye out for that. We had a new quote, right, from Oscar Isaac, saying that, yeah, maybe if Disney doesn't keep canceling people, right? Maybe he'll come back as Poe Dameron or as other stuff. That's what he said, right? Like other projects. So I'll be interesting to see what else he's interested in doing. That's also Disney. Um, we got an update today for Star Wars Starfighter, new picture, which is pretty cool. Sean Levi and Ryan Gosling. And then we talked about a little bit of sort of the stuff going on with Ben Solo, right, or the hunt for Ben Solo. So yeah, I don't know. It was a good day for brand for breaking news, like the museum and like that new picture from a Starfighter. Looking forward to that movie. I did hear that now apparently um, Rogue Squadron will be happening, but that it will be more of a TV show, which I mean, I'm kind of down for. Like I said, I was excited about Rogue Squadron movie for sure, but it kind of seems that Starfighter might take that spot, right? So if you if you think about it, they sort of canceled the Rangers of the New Republic show, or at least it's. I don't think it's being developed, um, or not much anyway. So maybe a combination, right, which would be Rogue Squadron, might fill in that gap. So you might have a sort of a cop show, but with X-wing pilots, and it'd be interesting. It would be interesting because that way we could dive deeper into each pilot, into each character, backstory, all of that stuff. It sounds expensive because I have to believe that pretty much every episode would have to have some sort of starship sequence, some more than others, but yeah, that sounds pretty expensive to me. So who knows? Maybe they'll try a limited run like they did with Obi-Wan and just give us like 6 episodes and see how that works before committing to a larger season. Um, but yeah, again, it kind of makes sense. I'll be excited to watch a Rogue Squadron anything really at this point. Even if they want to give us an animated, show about it, that also works for me. So it doesn't have to be a live action. Of course, I would prefer it if it was live action, but animated will probably be just as effective in delivering those good stories right to us. So again, if it's Star Wars, I'll take it. I just like Janine says, I just wanted to feel like Star Wars. Which, by the way, I forgot to ask everybody last week. Did you all watch? Uh, did you all watch Visions Volume 3? I feel like it came and went like in 2 days, and nobody said anything about it. I haven't watched the whole thing. I'll be completely honest. I will, but those are hard for me to watch all in one sitting. I don't know why. Ever since the first one, I get a lot into some of them, and some of them I like drift off, like I'm not paying attention like at all. So yeah, I'll try to finish them soon here. But yeah, let me know if you watched it, and let me know which one was your favorite, and if you are looking forward to the longer version of it. So Pats fan says, "Great stream tonight, General. Good night, everyone, and have a great day." Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Is a TV show coming before the movie? What's going on, OVP? Probably not. I don't. I would be very surprised. Right now, it's kind of a rumor for the TV show. The movie is in production, so we got what we said. The movie comes out May of 2027. Yeah, the TV show would have to be like wrapped up filming by now, I think, for it to be able to come out, before that. So more than likely not. Like I said, it's kind of just a rumor. Um, one that again, I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't mind. I actually think it's a better idea to do it as a show than as a movie for Rogue Squadron. But who knows? Like I said, if it's in animated form, maybe they can put a rush to it. But I really don't think so. Hello there, everyone. Says OVP. What's up, man? I forgot about visions. Yeah, it seems like a lot of us did. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like a lot of us did. I saw maybe like 3 posts from like our community about visions, and then that was it, really. Um, but yeah, it's the Ronin. It was good. It was fine. I don't know about the longer format, to be honest. Now that I don't know. I can't get fully into visions. Like I said, I love some of them. Some others I already forgot. Um, yeah, maybe it's because it's like an anthology, and up until now, none of those were all standalone, right? Like none of those had any sort of continuation. Now the Ronin does, and then the what's the one that's gonna be um the actual longer series? See, I'm blanking out on the name. I don't remember the name. But anyway, we'll see how that show does. Maybe in a longer format, it actually does a little bit better, right? Like it's more of like an actual anime. So we'll see. Hi, Pete, says Janine. Good night, Ken, says Janine. Hey, Janine says OBP. I watched 2 of the new Visions. Kind of forgot about the rest. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they really, really didn't make a splash, um, which it kind of sucks because in on paper that project sounded awesome to me. Like if you would have told me, before watching the first one, if you would have told me, hey, what if we make anime style Star Wars and there's no rules, like you don't really have to play within the constraints, right, of like the Skywalker saga, I would have been like, dude, I am all for it. Like, give it to me now. But here we are, three volumes into it, and I'm like, yeah, they're nice, they're cool. Like I'm happy they exist, but again, I didn't even see like anybody streaming when they were watching them, or like a watch party or anything like that. So I guess people weren't excited. So and again, being totally honest, I haven't finished them, so I'm part of that people too. But before we leave, I do wanna remind you guys to follow us on Facebook, General Kenobi's Bunker, all one word. We're also on Instagram, general.kenobis.bunker. We are at TikTok at general_kenobis_bunker, and also on Threads at general.kenobis.bunker. And once again, just a quick reminder, we do have new channel membership tier for 99 cents a month. If you so choose to support the channel that way, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And just as a reminder, if you become a channel member, you do get access to exclusive content and exclusive perks that only channel members have. So, for example, the boys panel that I posted with Anthony Starr and Cameron, so with Homelander and Ryan Butcher, is set to only members, and that was more, to be honest, that was more because of all the um the foul language used by Anthony Starr during the panel. It was too much to take out, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it up for members. It's a good panel. It's actually a very fun panel. So again, that's just a good example of like exclusive content you would have access to if you so choose to become a channel member. But if not, totally cool. I would just greatly appreciate it if you leave us your like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much if you have. Share the content, leave us a comment, leave us a like. That also helps out the channel quite a bit. So with that, I think we are gonna call it a night. And I think it was a good day for some news. So yeah, start planning, to visit the Lucas Museum coming up next year in September. So thank you again for joining me. Thank you to everybody that commented, to everybody that left us like. Jeff, I don't know if you're still on the stream, but thank you for that super chat, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So with that, I bid you good night. I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Have an awesome weekend. Good night to everybody. Thank you, Bunker Bunch, for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one.